Welcome to the Be Rare podcast. We are growing, giving ourselves grace and giving ourselves gratitude because it's healing shit is not for the motherfucking weak. Hello. So y'all, I'm gonna be transparent with y'all. This is my second time recording the same episode because I feel like, I don't know, I'm learning my process. I'm learning what does and doesn't work again. I was feeling really bad. But shout out to my videographer, BJ, Sensei, Brands. He let me record again. Yeah. So book him. We about to graduate, book him. We need a photo shoot, book him. He got sponsored for the week. All right, let's get into the episode. This week I am talking about the season of gratitude. So I'm about to fix my hair, y'all. I just feel like for so long I have been looking at like, what's next? Or just always like, life ain't good enough, if I'm being honest. Like, it should be better. Like, I always seen more for myself. So like, it wasn't like I didn't appreciate it, but it's just like, sometimes I didn't appreciate it, if I'm being honest. But it was just more like, God, you done gave me this vision. And this it. Like, all right, what's next? I would never just embrace the now or embrace like, dang, I done came far. And so like, I feel like that's the season I'm in right now. And I just want to talk about it. So let's talk about, first guys. I wanted to do this little segment where like you get to know me and I get to know you. So a get to know me for this week is I am actually bilingual. So I know French and English because I went to a French immersion school, which is Academy Lafayette. And while I was at Academy Lafayette, they took us to Paris in France in the 8th grade, and I was able to stay with what was I staying with? I stayed with a family, basically. I don't remember what it's called, but I stayed with a family, so I got the real experience. I went to school, I ate dinner with the family, all of that. It was a good experience, and I got to go to the Eiffel Tower, all that. So let's go to Paris. Let's plan a trip to Paris. I'm gonna have a retreat in Paris one day. Yeah, manifest. Okay, let's get into the episode for real this time. So, one of the main things that I realized that I needed to be grateful for, and I feel like it's hard to do that in the midst of, I'm about to drop my phone, like in the midst of it, but like when you're going through hardships, like anytime I was going through something like a heartbreak, even when COVID hit, I was not like, okay, God, I know this is about to just turn out to something great. I'm just like, here we go again. Or even moving back home with a newborn. Like, I was not ecstatic about that. But it's just like, all those hardships really like turned to be like some big wins. Like, COVID allowed me to be able to take care of my daughter from home, not have to pay daycare. I mean, I really wasn't in a space to pay daycare at that time because I wasn't getting paid as much as I needed to. And so, like, I was able to take care of my daughter, but I did have my auntie she was able to keep her, like, while I did work sometimes. And also, like, during COVID, I had my baby during COVID, so I couldn't really have people in the hospital. Like, I wanted the whole shebang. Like, I wanted my mama there. Like, I didn't get that experience, but it was an experience for me and her dad. So it was a time for us to be able to, like, not have nobody in the business or, like, what's going on. We can make our own decisions. Because, you know, when there's too many people in the room, too many people got opinions, you know? And, like, COVID actually allowed me to take my time and really, like, focus in on, like, what I wanted to do in my career. It was never a time where I really was like, let me sit down and figure out what I want to do with my career, how I want to excel and become better in my career. It was just like money, money, money. Like COVID really made me like sit back, reflect, self-reflect, look in the mirror, become more aware of who I am, look at my imperfections, look at my strengths. And it made me who I am today. So COVID, it wasn't so bad after all. And then like even moving back home with my mama, like I'm so grateful that I have a mom that gives me a safe space to come back to, like, or gives me somewhere comfortable to come back to. Because some people don't have that. Some people don't have that support system with their parents. And I'm glad I do, because but everybody in my family like that. So it's just like if I had to go live with my auntie, she would have open doors. If when my guy was my grandmother's soul, but if I had to go live with her, she would open up her doors to me. I just have a really loving family. But my mama let me back in, let me come back with a newborn, allow me to pay off all my debt. And I ain't have like no cheap debt. I think I had like $15,000 in debt. That's a lot of money to me. And I was able to pay that off while being at home. Like I was just able to lay a great foundation. Because my mama let me come back home. I was able to learn myself and just get to know me. And then I was actually able to have help with my daughter when I was going through postpartum. My god sister was there. I was there. So it was just like, I had a really support, like it just, my mama gave me the support that I needed at a time where I really didn't know who I was, where I was going. I was disappointed in myself. I was beating myself up. But for so long, I looked at it like I was failing, you know. And I feel like it was just the beginning, okay? It was just the beginning. And even like when I went through my heartbreak, I feel like that was the hardship. But it wasn't my first heartbreak. But it was like a one that I really didn't, like, I didn't want to look in the mirror and really think that one was going to happen, like, actually. And it was actually one that it helped me look within too, you know. Yeah, it helped me in different ways. To just know, like, men, it's everything ain't about a man, you know. Like, you ain't got to put your all into a man. Like, put your all into you. That's it. Because that's all. Like, that's what I had done my whole life. It's like relationship. Like, now I know how to be single. You know, a girl didn't know how to be single before. Next, let's go to the next one. One thing that I am really grateful for. We actually can talk about my single season, because I said that, like, I was just talking about that, like, being single was, I never would think would be in the books for me, honestly, because I was always in a relationship. If you know me, you know I was always in a relationship, baby. I had a relationship for 5 years, and then like I always had a long-term relationship, basically. So like I was always in love, and like being grateful for my single season, like, because a lot of times I had got caught up in like wanting a companion, and but I didn't even know myself. You wanna get in a relationship and you don't even know you? Like, that's crazy. And so, but I didn't know that at that time. Like, I thought I was cool, you know, like I thought like being up under a man all day was cool, you know, like I didn't know like having like your own sense of self or having your own life should be a thing, you know. My man up under my man all day was a thing for me. Like, it was just the norm for me. But like in my single season, it was just like baby, I sleep peacefully at night. Sleep peacefully at night, baby. And I'll be okay going home by myself. Of course, it's nice that I still be yearning for it sometimes, but I've gotten better. Like, I'm learning self-control. And I have my slidebacks, but I have been doing better. And like getting like tequila does it for me. But lately I've been going out and I've been going home. I ain't even trying to open no door or just keep doing stuff that's not serving me. And like in my single season, it just allowed me to like reflect and like look back on those relationships, like, and not even always point the finger at that person, because whatever that person did in the relationship, they got to work on that. Like, I can't control what they did or anything like that. Only thing I can control is what I did, and I'm not perfect. I done did some stuff, and so I had a chance to reflect and be like, okay, this probably wasn't the best thing you should have done right then. You probably shouldn't have done this to this person. You probably should have thought this through a little bit more while you was in a relationship with them. And one of the biggest things was emotional intelligence. Like, shout out to my friend Trina. Like, she is so good at that. Like controlling her emotions. And I feel like in most areas of her life, all areas of her life, from the things that I observe, like, she is really good at that. Like she has her own business, like even with clients, like it's like she controls her energy, like she don't, and I'm pretty sure maybe times where that can slip up, but for the most part, I feel like she got that in the bag. So shout out to you, girl. Sending you flowers, baby. Kiss JC for me. But no, like one of the things that in my single season, like after getting out of my relationship, it just taught me, like, girl, you cannot control your emotions, because I would go 0 to 100 like fast, like, and it wasn't no controlling it, like, it was just no controlling me, like. My ex-boyfriend called my mama because I'll be tripping out so bad. And I'll be like, I don't know what you calling her for, because look, what's she gonna do? I'm still gonna do the food even when she show up. And when she showed up, I still was doing the food, baby. Like, it was nothing nobody could tell me. Like, I had told this story before on one of my old podcasts, but for my new listeners, I remember I lost the whole job because I just didn't know how to control my emotions. And I'm not going to say I got it all the way intact or in the bag, but I feel like I'm better. Like, I know how to, like, respond. Sometimes if it's just, like, it bothers me or, like, I have to look within, I just say, okay, like, I won't send no long paragraph, or I won't get upset usually. But I had lost the whole job because me and my ex was getting into it, and it was showing out, honestly. So I feel like, are we going big? Well, let's go big, baby. Let's go big. And so I had, we was arguing. He came to my job, and baby, it went down at that job. I could have went to jail if they would have seen me out there fighting him. But they didn't. They came too late. But the people was snitching on me. They talk about some, yeah, she put her hands on him first. And that's not something I condone. Like, that's not cool. Do not put your hands on a man. I was very immature and could not control my emotions. Even if it was like he was doing something, I should never even reacted like that. So please do not take that as, okay, do this. No, that's old me. That is not me. I am not putting my hands on a man because I do not want a man putting his hands on me. But I literally had lost my job. I was on my last leg anyway, so I really didn't care. I really didn't have nothing to lose also. So I was just like, I really didn't kind of have no kid, nothing. So I'm just like, oh yeah, we about to go crazy. Yeah, you want to do the most? Let's do it. And so we was fighting outside my job, and then ended up together the same like 20, 30 minutes later. It was just crazy. Like, why are you doing all that? And you know you're not going nowhere. Like, you could have handled that situation way better. And I could have. I didn't. But today I will. Yeah. I'm better. At least I feel like I am. The next thing that I want to just highlight on is, like, being grateful for, like, family and friends, even in your single season. I feel like I felt like it was a time where sometimes it still happens. Like, you have to fill that void, because intimate or companion relationships is different from friends and family. But honestly, when my cup is empty, like I just want to be around family or friends, like because they really like fill my cup, and it's just because we can laugh and have a good time. I can be myself, and it's genuine love. You know, like for so long, I didn't. I cherished friendships, but I didn't show like how grateful I was, even for family. Like I always say, I wish I would have spent more time with my grandmother. Like I spent time with her, but I actually wish I just would have just went over there more. You know, I thought I had time. You know, like I thought I had nothing but time. And we had our like experiences with each other. We went on trips together, like as a family. We like I went to our church conference together, and but I just feel like I should have I wanted to spend more time with her. Dang, I just lost my train of thought thinking about my grandmother. Whew, I miss her. But no, I was saying like I wish I. It was a time where I did not show as much gratitude, or I wasn't as grateful. I took for advantage, like friends and family, like because I feel like they'll always be there, and I was so caught up in a relationship, But like now, like and family has always been first for me. Like I hold my family near and dear to my heart. Like my family do wrong. We all do a little bit of wrong, but they can't do no wrong in my eyes. Um, but it was just like being like intentional with showing your gratefulness is something, or how grateful you are is something that I'm really trying to work on. Like, for example, just going over my aunt's house, like my great granny passed away. I forgot the year, but she passed away, and that was a hard year. But she lived a long life, but we still miss her. Because your great granny and your grandmas be holding the glue together in the family, and now that's where we have our gatherings. That's where my aunties stay and my cousins stay. And it's just like now I try to be more intentional to like go over there on Sundays. So like my daughter can spend time with them. So they can see me. And I still have improvement, but I'm better than what I used to be. And I wish life didn't have to teach me about losing my grandmother. But it did. So I don't know. This is for somebody. It's just like, or just everybody. Like, if you have somebody in your life, like your grandparents, your aunties, your uncles that you hold dear and near to your heart, I feel like even friends, like just show your appreciation for them. Like send them texts just because. Show them the love that you want to get from somebody. And that's something that I'm really working on. Like I just want my family and friends to know I love them dearly, and I'm so grateful for them. Y'all have been here through a lot with me. Y'all have seen me through a lot of ups and downs, and haven't judged me, and still stood beside me through everything. And it's just like I wouldn't trade y'all for nothing in the world. I'm getting a little emotional talking about y'all. I really love y'all. Of course I do. Of course I do. But yeah, that's my little shout out to them. And shout out to my friends. I feel like we really in our bag this year. We really like, this is me showing my gratefulness right now. Let me practice what I'm telling y'all. My friends, they really in their bag this year. Just a quick shout out to my mama. Like, girl, you did your thing with me, and thank you just for being patient with me. I'm very grateful for you. Very, 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 very grateful for you. But most importantly, I'm grateful for God, because if it weren't for Him putting the little ingredients together to create me, there wouldn't be a me. Hello. But last thing that I wanted to talk about with being grateful, other ways that I show gratitude is like if I talk stuff to you, like if I talk shit to you, I love you, or like I fuck with you, because talking shit is my way of showing gratitude. I'm an active service type of girl too, so I'm trying to get better at like planning better for like birthday parties. I mean like birthdays and like different holidays, because I really like to give like meaningful gifts. I really do. But I'm so last minute, so I never can because I'm just last minute. Um, what is the last thing that I needed to talk about? Oh. Oh, we already talked about that, like embracing the stuff that didn't work out. Or did we? I really don't. We talked about hardships, but the stuff that didn't work out, like rejection, like work. Like if you apply for a job, I used to get so discouraged if I applied for a job and then they send me that email. You know the email, thank you for applying, but we have decided to go with a different candidate or whatever they say. I used to get so discouraged and I used to let that become a part of my work. Like I'm not good enough, you know. But it was really like I be feeling like that's a blessing in disguise, for real, for real. Or if I'm dealing with a dude and I'm feeling him a little bit more than he's feeling me, or if I feel like you ain't feeling me enough and you might be feeling me and I gotta read your mind. And I mean, sometimes, I mean, that do be hurting, especially if y'all done, build a bond together or whatever. Even if y'all was just dating, maybe it'd be, I don't hurt like a heartbreak. It sting a little bit. I probably get over it or whatever. I definitely get over it. But it's just like, those things, like I usually look at those things like, okay, like the stuff that like, okay, at first it's like, dang, I really liked him, but now it's kind of like, I really liked him, but I'm so grateful that God showed me the red flags, because maybe I'm glad he showed me the red flags 2 weeks in and I didn't ignore them. And I'm not stuck in this situation 2 years later, living with these red flags because I didn't fell in love and was trying to make it seem like these red flags was pink and they was red. Trying to make some they hot pink and they was red. Bright red. I feel like what else could not have worked out? I feel like the biggest thing right now for me that I'm really trying to embody being grateful for is just being at home with my mama. Like, my daughter gets an experience that I never got. Like, she loves her. That's her name is Honey. She loves her Honey like no other. Like they have a bond. Like when if I have an outfit and I'm missing a little piece, I can go in her closet and see what she got, because we about the same size. So I love that. Or it's just like, she just look out, because that's my mama. She gonna always look out. Like, shoot, when I'm at home already, and she's still at work because I work from home, I can just call her and be like, Mama, can you pick this up? I just take this. For so long, I've taken that smallest thing for granted. I mean, like that big thing for granted. That's not small. Even the small things that we can do when we live with each other. But it's just like I am so grateful for that. Like, I am so grateful, because it's just like, of course, society says, in their eyes, I'm probably a failure. I probably should have my own place because I have a 3-year-old, but this is for you. This is for you. This is for you. Cheese. Judge your mama. I don't know who died and made you God, but it's just like, I'm just letting go of that belief. Like, I am big on just like, go where you love, go where you support it, go where you celebrate it. And I'm just grateful that I have a home that is not toxic. And I was able to save a lot of money. My mama will help me invest in myself. Like, I'll be like, can I borrow this? And then I'll pay it back. Like I'm just grateful for the space. And I talked about this at the beginning, I feel like, but it's just like, I just want to reiterate it, because it's just like, we get so caught up in what other people doing, what we see on the internet. And it's just like, girl, fuck them. Yo, journey is not gonna look like them. Cause it's just like, I be telling myself, like, yeah, I'm 27. I moved back home with my mama at like 25. Or I think I was like 24, turning 25, because I had my daughter a month earlier. Yeah, so I was like 25. And but so what? Like, the progress, the growth that I've made in that time, the things that I've been able to do is going to break so many generational curses off my family. And I'm just so glad that I have a mother that even when she didn't know where or how things was going to turn out for me, she still welcomed me back home. Yeah, so please do what's best for you. Don't look at society. You talk to God about it. You talk to God about it. You ask God what's best for you. If we depend on people to tell us, people that really ain't got shit either, to tell us how we supposed to be living our life, then we gonna be fucked up for life. If you do get advice for somebody, look at the fruits of their labor. I don't know. I'm just grateful, guys, and I'm just learning to be in that season to be grateful and not just always look at what's next. I'm grateful for the 30 to 40 listeners that I have on my show right now. Like, some people look at that and like, that's not a lot. I feel like that's a lot for right now. Like, it ain't the most we gonna get. No. But like, I'm content with it. Like, it's gonna go up. Like, if that's no doubt it's gonna go up. Like, the podcast gonna go up. But it's just like, be grateful for now, because you could have zero. And of course you strive for growth if you want to grow and see more. And like, I got big goals, but it's just like, I'm just glad somebody interested. That means if I got about like average 30 people that's listening to the podcast, then that means them 30 people could go tell just one person. And that'd double my views to 60, and then that 60 can go tell one person, and it's 120. And then it just keeps unraveling, So let's just be grateful. Let's try not to complain so much. Be positive. Wise words from Milano. Her name is not Milan, but they call her Milan. She owned Milano de Rouge. She said this, and it's something that I've been trying to like embrace, because it's so easy to complain. It's so easy to look at what's not going right. She said it's easy to be like it's easy to what did she say? It's easy to be negative. Like, it's easy to find something wrong with something, but it's hard to be positive. Like, it takes a lot to be positive. It sometimes takes a lot to see the good in things, And so, like, let's lead with that this week. I feel like I'm about to wrap up the episode. Just drop in the YouTube comments. I need some more engagement, y'all. I need some more engagement on YouTube. Give me some engagement so more people can start seeing my videos. But just drop in the comments like what you're grateful for. What are you grateful for? And it don't have to be a long sentence. It could just be one sentence, like my one word daughter, one word son, my son, or something like that. If you feel like you want to comment, go ahead and comment in the comments what you're grateful for. And let's start including it. Like, if you don't journal, I feel like maybe that's something you should start doing if you want. But if you do journal, maybe in your journal, just start off with something that you're grateful for. Because when I journal, baby, I be having the whole list of God of what I'm asking for and telling him what's going on in my life. When I be journaling, I'll be talking to God. But let's start with like just embracing what we're grateful for. Embrace the small things, because a person that was here today can be gone tomorrow. And something that God blessed you with today can be gone tomorrow just because you don't appreciate it, But that's going to wrap up this episode for this week. Thank y'all for taking this journey with me. I can't wait to see how far we go. But yeah, I really, really do appreciate y'all. I am so grateful for y'all and y'all continuous support. And for the people that do engage, the followers that I have got on my pages, on my TikTok, And on my Instagram, both my Instagram and TikTok is the Be Weird Podcast. And even on my personal pages. So yeah, don't ever think that the support goes unnoticed. I really appreciate y'all. For real. I can't say it no more. I just said it 50 times. But not for real. Love y'all. And I'll see y'all next week. Peace.